but I'm happy for her.
I guess I won't say go Gators then.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Well, Millie Rane serving to start us off.
Oi. One, 0-2.
And that's something I really look for from Lacey is how her forehand is looking. Sometimes she can be really, really dialed. She does
a quick technical pause there to pick something on the court. Here we go for Atlanta.
Viv's drive has really been heavy lately. It's really creating a lot of opportunities for them as a team, so I'll look to see them probably drive and crash some off of that.
Right on cue there, Caleb. I mean, come on. It's like you're seeing the future.
I mean, she was dialed in with that in St. Louis, and I don't think they want to spend too much time dinking today, so I will look to see even more of that. There we go.
The bouncers driving everything so far on the thirds. They inch out to a 2-1 lead.
Viv creating some really good pressure there moving up. Viv is one of my favorite people to watch reset. She gets just about lower than anybody. Her knees are basically on the court. It's a really great court.
1-2-1.
Nice power there from Victoria Dimuzio. And Caleb, you mentioned just the drives of Atlanta. Talk about how the conditions, being indoors, being in altitude, are going to impact kind of what we could see from this match.
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. The Ranchers, we got here a few days early to kind of adjust, but if a team is dialed in with their drives, the ball is traveling quicker through the air. It can be harder to handle. And you see some of the ill effects of it there because of the way that the ball flies on some of the resets and the mid-court stuff. If the ball's down at your feet, some of the balls that you're used to just deflecting right back into the kitchen, they might pop up and become overheads for your opponent.
Side out.
Get Dimuzio going for that drive.
Yeah, they're going to need to keep going for it. You want to see them limit the unforced with that, but they got to take that with a grain of salt and continue to go for it.
Off the net. Yeah. Just a tough one there to handle for Viv David. It's Millie Rane there to clean up duty
2-2-1
on the backhand.
I think a pattern I'd really be watching out for is as Orlando gets to the kitchen, Millie dinking cross court with Viv, I think, is favorable.
Angle there from Dimuzio.
And that dinking pattern isn't necessarily favorable because Millie's going to out-dink Viv, but because it can set her up for offensive opportunities to pull off the bounce of Victoria, in which I think she has the advantage.
Vivian David and Lacey Schneemann playing each other now, but they've actually played together on the PPA Tour quite a bit, actually made some finals together, so very familiar with each other's games.
Definitely, I think you see a lot of these, the women that are really offensive and maybe dip and then also spike in levels. They love to play with somebody like Viv because you know you have a rock that's going to keep it steady next to you. There we go. Millie has a forehand pulled. It sets up a pretty good cleanup opportunity for Lacey, but she puts it in the net there. I think it caught her off guard, got a little bit further behind her than she would have anticipated.
Side out.
Miss serve, just said it a few minutes ago, just players kind of still settling into the rhythm of this match. Like you said, potentially the conditions as well.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of unforced errors. Not really much of a flow to the game yet so far. I would expect that we see more of a flow as it goes on.
Side out.
We've been stuck at a low score for a while. We'll see if Orlando can work their way to the kitchen and really start to get into some patterns that they want.
A nice serve like that will certainly help the cause.
Absolutely, it's a big serve.
3-2-1.
Great lob in the middle of that point from Victoria. Lacey did a really good job of pushing her off the court with a dink. Victoria was kind of in no man's land, and she threw up a lob right on the baseline, got it back in the point, and back on offense.
Side out.
Bit of a miscommunication there on who's going to take that fifth.
Yeah, and because of the conditions and the way that the ball can fly, if you're not completely dialed into what you want to do as a team and who's taking what ball, if you're hesitant on those mid-courts, it's going to fly.
Lacey Schneemann somehow standing her ground in that rally.
She has one of the most malleable wrists of any of the women's. It
2-3-2.
resembles that of Gabe or Hayden. I was just thinking shock.
Spot there from Atlanta, ties it up at 3.
The right side player gets a ball like that to attack. The player across from them is generally pinching to cover the middle on the counter. So if you can get it on the outside and a ball that they still have to hit, a lot of times you can get them off balance.
That one just wide off the tape. Lacey Schneemann was gearing up for ATP.
Second serve.
And that's a tough one. They got exactly what they were looking for. They'll continue to try and feed into that. You got Victoria hitting up on the ball, really feeding into a good put-away opportunity.
That hands battle goes the way of Orlando.
Yeah, and you really don't want to try your hand at going at Millie's forehand. If you're going to pick a spot, I don't think that's the one on her. She really loves to sit there and has a heavy counter.
Dimuzio going for the ATP, not quite there. So Orlando opens up a 2-point lead, looking to get to the end switch.
5-3-2.
And that stays in off the net for Lacey Schneemann. And
6-3-2.
just the power you mentioned, the heavy hands of Victoria Dimuzio on full display right there, Caleb.
Absolutely. If a drive gets left up, she's going to clean it up for sure.
3-6-1.
From Lacey Schneemann.
That's going to be some of the difficulty with Victoria on that side as she tries to roll a heavy two-handed backhand cross-court to Lacey. If she leaves it at all, Lacey will look to lean in and flick that right into Vivian's body.
That one called long by Orlando. We get a pretty quick challenge there from the Atlanta bouncers, so we will have our referees.
After review, the call is overturned. The ball was in. Orlando loses 1 free video challenge. That's 2 free video challenges remaining.
So that call will be overturned in favor of the bouncers.
4-6-2.
Some of those unforced errors that plagued Orlando a bit early in this game are starting to creep back in here.
That one just wide from Vivian David.
6-5-1.
Big swing from Viv there on the counter. Lacey's hitting a really dipping drive, so it's going to be tough to handle.
7-5-1.
Nice spot there from Victoria Dimuzio. Atlanta kind of overcoming some battles for space in the middle there.
Yeah, I love them just continuing to put the ball in play, keeping it back, keeping it deep.
Side out.
Pretty quick side out. They did get, I think they got one there. Atlanta will look to even this one up.
What a combination from Dimuzio. Huge serve, rips the third.
More serves and drives like that, and they will find their way to 11.
6-7-1. Second serve.
That one gets away. Atlanta still within
6-7-2.
Middle spot gets the job done for Orlando. A little confusion there, for Atlanta.
Yeah, we've seen a few instances of that early on. It'll be really big for Orlando to get at least one here so they can not have to unwind on defense.
There's nice defense from the squeeze, but too much power from Atlanta.
Orlando's really trying to crash heavy once they get a chance to move up, and Atlanta is just sitting on an opportunity to counter.
Another empty service possession there for Orlando. Chance to tie.
Would love to see Atlanta go for some drive and crash opportunities as
6-7-1.
Lacey unwinds and tries to get all the way to the left side.
Kind of got what they wanted. Short return, tackable return, just unable to execute on that one.
6-7-2.
Through the middle goes Dimuzio, and we are tied at 7.
Sometimes you can attack the unwind with a really quality drop. They dropped that at Millie as she had to get all the way to the right.
Time in.
Atlanta looking to inch ahead here out of the break. And they nearly do that. Looked like they were on the full offensive. Orlando able to withstand that barrage of attacks.
7-7-1.
Nice find from Lacey Schneemann in the middle. May have gotten lucky, may have been going out.
Yes, it was going out, and I think Lacey was trying to hit a little bit more down on it. It rolled up her paddle face a bit and caught Victoria off guard.
Viv David on that counter.
Millie continues to pull those pop-ups to her forehand right through the middle, and Viv, no matter how high the pop-up is, seems to be ready and sit on it. I think we'll see Millie make an adjustment, and when she gets a pop-up at the forehand, just take it straight ahead.
Side out. Seven, 8, 1. Second serve.
Just continuing to keep it at the feet of Atlanta there. Lacey doing a really good job keeping the pressure on.
7-8-2. Side out.
And that's a quick side out. Gives Orlando a chance to really put some pressure on and potentially push this to the end.
8-7-1.
See if they can increase this lead.
Some really, really good dinks there from Orlando. Atlanta was doing a really good job of kind of taking some time away, taking the balls out of the air, but Orlando handled it well and put some good pressure on Victoria's backhand.
Second serve.
9-7 now for Orlando. Second serve. To the net there, game point squeeze.
Timeout, Atlanta, 10-7-2.
Get a timeout here from the Atlanta Bouncers. Rane looking to close out this women's doubles game for Orlando.
Side out.
Atlanta survives. They get to serve another rally.
7-10-1.
Cut into this lead. Fires on that one, does Lacey Schneemann. If errors like that, they can pile up, and Atlanta only within 2, only trailing by 2.
And really only that close because of Orlando's self-inflicted wounds. Orlando cleans up a few of those things, and they're in a big lead right now. And there we go on that first ball, similar to the forehand that Millie's had up a few times, and she's previously brought it cross court and gotten punished by Viv. She took some pace off and put that one right back up the line at Victoria's feet.
What a combination from Victoria Dimuzio. Billy Rane meeting the court there. Kind of scrapes the knee, but seems to be okay.
9-10-2.
Bouncers within 1. Caleb, and we're tied at 10.
I'm telling you, that's a heavy, heavy, heavy drive. If she continues to just make Orlando hit the ball and misses within the court, she's going to generate more and more free points there.
And that's a 1. Just long from Schneemann. Game point the other way.
Lacey got exactly what she wanted. She had a high ball to really put down. She flicked it out.
11-10-2. I'll recall.
This has been a big turn of events here for Atlanta.
5 in a row for the Atlanta Bouncers. What a response from Victoria Dimuzio and Vivian David. Dylan Frazier will serve to start us off in men's doubles. What a pretty display from Fed Staksrud. Not only reading the Ernie, but keeping it in with that top spin.
Absolutely. He took some pace off, and that's really, really difficult to do on a shot like that. I think we'll look to see Orlando try and get Dylan going forehand to forehand with Todd. Obviously, Fed can dink with anybody, but I think where they'll lean is Dylan's forehand going across with Todd's.
Spot there from Dylan Frazier. Jamie Martinez Vich not even expecting it.
0-1-2.
Interesting to see here, Caleb. We see Jamie Martinez Vich playing with what I believe is an Adidas paddle.
I was just about to comment on that. I believe this is his first event with the paddle.
nice from Xiaomei.
Incredible point. We're really seeing Orlando try and put all of their dinks to the middle, even more than going forehand to forehand with Dylan and Todd. It looks like they want either Todd to have to pick a dink up off of his left foot or for Xiaomei to have to take an extra step over. And that'll be interesting to watch, as this is Xiaomei's first event with the Adidas. He played St. Louis with the Yola paddle after departing from 6-0. So with a new paddle and interesting conditions, let's see how he is able to control it.
Despite, you know, how many differences there are, one constant is the net and its impact on play. Is that one just long or wide?
Yeah, shout out Dominator.
As Orlando puts a few on the board, leading by 1, 3-2.
Second serve.
Fed has made a switch in the last few events to the wide body. He's playing with the Scorpius paddle.
Frazier goes to work at that kitchen line.
Really utilizing that Belair paddle of his.
4-2-2.
Martinez Vich.
He got a dead dink to his backhand, which Orlando's really trying to stay away from. Xiaomei's super dangerous off of that two-handed backhand. If he gets a dead dink over there, it's not going to be an easy thing to handle for the squeeze.
Somehow Staksrud gets out of the way of that one, but also keeps it in, forcing the air.
It's a matrix move if I've ever seen one. He hit that ball almost entirely behind his body.
Nice find there from Todd Fote. Utah local is Todd Fote, so has a lot of support from the crowd, even though he's not playing for a Utah team per se.
Absolutely. We saw that with Callie in our last match, too. Todd's got a really, really, really good backhand counter. If you can find his forehand wing, sometimes you can win the point, but pulling straight into his body is going to be tough with how good he protects his backhand side.
Find there from Fed Staksrud. Serve back to Orlando, but their lead is gone. Tied up at 4.
Second serve. 4-4-2.
From Fed Staksrud, to see him bringing the energy now.
Yeah, look to see even more of that. He was a little quiet early on, obviously kind of getting into the flow of the game, but I think he's going to pick his energy up here.
We've had some shots that Dylan Frazier has been on. It's just Martinez Vich somehow finding one more ball.
4-5-1.
The net stays in. Tied at 5.
5-5-1. Second serve. 5-5-2.
Back-to-back missed thirds by Atlanta. Another chance for Orlando. Spot breaks to the end switch. That's what they do there with the missed return. The Orlando's. Nice find there from Federico Staksrud out of the break.
Speaking of the fans, for a midday on a Thursday, the crowd today is absolutely fantastic.
We know Utah, a kind of hotbed for pickleball. It seems like everywhere we go, we say that now. It's how much the sport has grown and continues to do so. It's full steam ahead here for the squeeze. 9-5.
9-5-1.
I anticipate seeing Jaume kind of turn up the aggression and the intensity. Orlando's won the last few long points, so I think he'll try and kind of end the points quicker if he can.
Start out.
We'll have a chance to do that here as serve goes back on the side of the bouncers.
5-9-1.
We see the aggression there, but just long on that backhand.
Really close, but I think he's going to live with those opportunities as they seem to continue losing out on some of the longer dinking patterns with Fed and Dillon.
Start out.
Fed and Dillon, definitely one of the best dinking teams we have in the men's side of MLP.
What do you think makes them so strong, especially in dink rallies, Caleb, as we get to a game point?
10-5-1.
Some of it is how good their hands are. Their hands are so good that every team they play has to.
And David and Jaume Martinez Vich for Atlanta. There's Vivian David on the backhand counter.
And she covers that side of her body so well.
So see Staksrud looking to be aggressive, but no sir.
This definitely is a matchup of the two teams' aces, but I would say when we get to mix two, on paper, Dillon and Millie will really have an advantage. So if Atlanta wants to try and win this one or even send this to a dream breaker, this will be an important game for them.
Jaume Martinez Vich and Vivian David, kind of a new partnership for Atlanta just because David was a new acquisition. They are 2 and 3 together so far. And Schneemann and Staksrud are 13 and 11 so far this season.
Some really tough matchups for Viv and Jaume in St. Louis. They caught the shock. I believe they caught the flash as well. Brooklyn and Columbus were the two other teams there. So all of those matchups are going to be a little bit stacked against them for sure.
There's Federico Staksrud coming alive on the forehand. As Orlando gets on the board.
1-1-1.
Staksrud trying to be sneaky. Doesn't pay off, though.
That was almost very...
To replicate it. There's, we get a quick referee timeout, but back to the action.
That's a great drop, kind of in an in-between zone where you're the player standing at the kitchen line. You don't know, like, should I take a step off, let it bounce, let it kick up, or I can reach in and take this out of the air, but not sure how offensive I can be with it.
2-1-2.
Tied at 1 here. Atlanta will look to kind of create a little bit of an edge early on
1-2-1.
as Orlando still continues trying to find their rhythm.
And that one, Schneemann looking to get out of the way. I think it may have caught her.
If it did, it was in the ponytail, and that's going to be really tough for her to feel.
Here we'll get our ruling.
Atlanta uses 1 free video challenge. Has 2 free video challenges remaining. Orlando has 2 free video challenges remaining. We'll resume play at 1-2-2.
So the rally will stand.
Time in.
Second serve for Atlanta.
1-2-2.
1-2.
Viv is able to pull off that drive with off the pace of someone else at times because of how low she stays to the ground. It's a really difficult shot, but she makes it relatively consistently.
It's put away there from Viv David. It's interesting, Caleb, that break on the challenge kind of serves as a timeout for both teams. So we'll see which one comes out the better of the two.
You see Jaume going with a lot of off-pace stuff at Lacey, whether it's her moving through transition or even her at the kitchen line. He's taking some pace off and trying to find it lower more to her hip.
Nice finish there from Fed Staksrud. Placement over power, no need to overhit that one.
Fed saw that one early. He saw that one early. I think Fed was already halfway across the net by the time that ball came off of Viv's paddle.
2-1-1. Second serve.
Jaume Martinez Vich imposing his will on that rally.
2-1-2. Side out.
Bit of a stalemate here with Orlando leading 2-1. Either team able to find momentum.
And that's a tough shot for Viv, though. Jaume comes in front of her to hit the third, which was a good shot from him, but he kind of shifted over right at the last second and kind of cleared away for Viv to have to hit that next ball.
Schneemann going for the ATP, but not there. Atlanta inches ahead, 3-2. Another storyline here. Vivian David actually played for the Orlando Squeeze in 2024 for a good chunk of the season. Looking for some revenge on her old team.
I don't know how much Viv David thinks about revenge.
It's a great point. That is a great point.
Side out.
Just something in the back of the mind. Extra motivation, we'll call it. That's the better term.
I like it.
2-3-1. Second serve.
And that's tough. Orlando's trying to get off of 2 here. And really, probably the easiest way to do that is just to continue making balls,
2-3-2.
continue making the other team
I'll recall.
make the next shot. So
2-3-2.
it's really a time to kind of lock in and just remove all unforced if you can.
Nice spot from Lacey Schneemann on the forehand.
And that's a shot that's really one of one. That's a shot that she has and not many other women do. Fed really looking to come over and attack out of the air when he can. He's looking to find a pop-up and kind of bring it back across at Viv and then finish off with his backhand.
Viv David there on the counter. Staksrud again looking to attack.
and she's countering super effectively. Did it in women's as well.
3-4-1. Second serve.
It's another hot drive off of that Adidas paddle. Jaume looking to find ways to get it down here in this altitude.
3-4-2. Point.
Tied up at 4.
4-4-2.
Nice find there from Federico Staksrud off the bounce.
It's one of the first counters that Viv hasn't made back. Fed did a really good job kind of getting that over kind of across the midsection of her body so she couldn't fully lean into the two-handed backhand.
And Federico Staksrud somehow stays out of the kitchen, even hit a winner from the right side of the court.
He hit a winner from the right side of the court and finished on the left side of an Ernie. That is not something you'll see very often.
And Orlando gets to the end switch, leading 6-4. Looking, Lacey Schneemann and Federico Staksrud have the edge so far.
They do. I really want to see Atlanta come out with some good energy here.
A point like that will certainly help them find that energy.
Absolutely, and when you're talking about energy, you're really looking to Jaume. Viv's going to maintain positivity and energy throughout.
Second time in a row that Jaume Martinez Vich goes for that spot. Does not pay off the second time.
It didn't. Lacey was a good step off the line that time. Gave herself a little bit more time to respond.
Side out.
That one just wide from Staksrud. An important side out there for Atlanta. Trailing 4-7.
Lacey really cracking the two-handed backhand, something she's not necessarily known for, and I know has been looking to add to her game over the last year.
That one called out, a little bit of a dispute there on the side of Atlanta. Here's Diane with the ruling.
After review, the call stands. The ball was in. Orlando loses one free video challenge, has one free video challenge remaining.
No surprise
Atlanta has
there,
2 free video challenges
as the ruling
remaining.
does stand.
We'll resume play at 5-7-2.
Atlanta now within 2.
Time in. 5-7-2. Start out.
I would anticipate Fed looking to drive with his forehand. If he can keep anything here, he's going to go at Jaume.
Off the net for Fed. Staksrud did not hit that from a very favorable position, but it goes his way.
8-5-1.
Viv is really keeping them in some of these hands battles, just continuing to get the ball back over. Really impressed by the way that she's kind of hanging on in these moments.
Even the fact that Jaume Martinez Vich made contact with the ball behind the back is impressive, but some mistimed net cords there for the bouncers.
Unfortunate for the bouncers, fortunate for the squeeze. Lacey puts a lot of topspin on her ball, so if it is kind of at the top of that cord, it will tend to bounce over. The
ATP
She just hit that one kind of flat. She didn't really get around it, and she took it pretty early. So to take it that early, you have to kind of create the spin to really bend it back in.
Almost an incredible get there from Jaume Martinez-Vich, but into the net.
5-9-2.
5-9.
It's a phenomenal drive as Lacey is kind of unwinding off of her return.
6-9-2.
Screened a little bit by Fed.
Off the net, but it doesn't go the bouncer's way. They're 0 for 3, Caleb.
Orlando has, they prayed to the pickleball gods this morning and blessed the Dominator nets.
And that one goes the way of Lacey Schneemann, brings up game point.
And I'm not totally sure that that was going to stay in if Jaume lit. If it did, it was going to catch the back corner. So probably not worth risking it.
Here we go. 10-6-1.
Nice spot from David.
And that's from a very similar paddle position that she'll bring that forehand cross court. She just leaves the paddle face open. Swing path is very similar, and she takes it up the line.
In style by Federico Staksrud. Orlando takes a 2-1 lead over the Atlanta-bound doubles. Game 2. This is the first time we're going to see Dylan Frazier and Millie Rane as a pairing this season.
New pairing, but longtime friends. I anticipate some familiarity in their games, and I don't expect to see too many miscommunications like you may normally see out of a new pairing.
What a start there from Victoria Dimuzio. Atlanta needing to win this one to force a dream breaker.
1-0-1.
And a quick 2-0 lead for the bouncers. We see their strategy early. They just want to drive thirds.
We'll continue to see that until Orlando shows that they can kind of handle the pace. You don't see it very much intentionally, but if Orlando is able to mix in some kind of shorter, even angled returns here, it'll make it tougher for the bouncers to drive on their way up.
It's almost a crash there from Todd Foe. Had to look at it, just unable to connect. A little miscommunication there.
Side out.
I'd like to see Victoria pinch the middle some on their serve. She definitely favors her forehand drive. It'll allow her to run around that at times.
Off the net from Millie Rane, and the squeeze on the board.
Victoria holding her own in the cross-court pattern there with Millie. Todd sped that one up into Dylan's body. I don't expect to see too many of those in this game. Still with the 1-point lead off of that missed return.
What a point there. We had an exquisite lob there from Victoria Dimuzio, but the angled from Frazier gets it done.
I think everyone in this facility thought that lob was going long, and it landed right on the line.
The run continues for Orlando. 4 in a row, 1-point lead.
And I believe we're still on the first server here.
Here we go. Four, three, one.
You may see them hold and choose not to unwind at some point. Not yet, but.
Point.
Missed return there from Fote, and all of a sudden the squeeze with a chance to bring us to the side switch. 5-3.
Second serve.
And that one called wide by Atlanta. Second serve squeeze.
5-3-2. I'll recall. 5-3-2. Side out.
This one where Millie's trying to really roll that forehand drop, and I'd like to see her kind of take some of the variable out of it with the roll and really just look to push through it. They're almost being invited up to the kitchen with the ball before. Dylan does a really good job of just kind of bunting the ball on his way up.
Second serve.
Another chance here for Atlanta to tie it. Points have come very quickly. In this, we're only on our third service rotation.
Side out. 5-4-1.
One in the net. Orlando gets to the end switch. 6-4, looking to be
game changer.
6-4-1.
There you see that really good, really compact forehand drop from Dylan. He's letting the pace of his opponent and the momentum of his body really push that dink forward.
It's like he's listening to you because he just did it again, Caleb.
He does it most points. So he's someone that's been doing it for a long time. You've really seen James Ignatowicz and Max Freeman and others try and add it more into their game. Ben Johns is really good at it. J-Dub is really good at it. That's kind of when Dylan started doing it, was when him and J-Dub were partnered up.
This return from Atlanta makes it 9-4. Orlando looking to close this one out in regulation.
Unforced errors and not getting to the kitchen has been the story of this game for Atlanta, unfortunately.
Brings up game and match point, Orlando.
10-4-2. Side out.
At the very least, would love to see Atlanta put some points on the board here, build some good momentum into the rest of their weekend.
Nice drive there from Victoria Dimuzio. Really been impressed with the power that she creates on that shot, especially in this one.
5-10-1.
And the power from the kitchen line as well catches Dylan Frazier off the net, but he's okay.
I think that caught him in the chest, but I think if you were to count who's been hit in the face by a pickleball the most in this MLP season, it would be Dylan Frazier by a long shot.
For Atlanta, and they are within 3.
7-10-1.
On the first serve, it'd be really, really big if they could get at least one more point.
Second serve.
And it looked like Victoria had a chance to poach early on off of Todd Fote's drive. He hit a pretty good drive, got one that would have been a full send and pretty risky, but I think it would have been worth it for them at this point.
Frazier, Dimuzio, Atlanta within 2.
And you love to see that from the right side women in mix to kind of keep the guy honest as a lot of the guys can move over so much just to kind of keep him out of the middle.
Side out.
Overcooks the third shot, does Todd Fote. 2 more chances here for
10-8-1.
Orlando. Game and match point.
Second serve.
Able to survive that one off the Millie Rane drive.
10-8-2.
And the 5th shot dipper from Dylan Frazier closes this one out. A 3-1 victory for the Orlando. Welcome back, everybody, to the Pickler MLP Salt Lake City. The Orlando Squeeze off to a winning start in their final regular season event. 3-1 victory over the Atlanta Bouncers. Now we have 2 members of the Squeeze standing by with us courtside, Millie Rane and Dylan Frazier. Guys, thanks so much for joining me in the booth. And great plan for you guys as well. Millie, I will start with you. Obviously, your first match with this Orlando team ends with a win. What's the experience been like joining Orlando, especially at a late point in the season?